At around 5 o'clock on Wednesday evening, 18-year-old Luis Cabrera Junior was at Dahanny's bar in Punta Gorda town when he was fatally stabbed. Luis was in the company of a friend and his cousin's girlfriend who works at the bar. The friends were not there more than 20 minutes when they decided to leave. During their brief time inside the bar, Luis found himself at odds with Alexander Ruiz, a 37-year-old resident of Trio Village.
His friend that was with him, he said that they were not more than 15, 20 minutes inside this establishment.
Were they drinking or?
They were not drinking at the time. Okay. I mean, they just arrived and they were just, and they knew the girl that was behind the counter, which is my cousin's girlfriend.
From what we understand, Ruiz also knew the cousin's girlfriend. In fact, they were seen socializing at the bar on more than one occasion. For Ruiz, however, Luis's presence at the bar was unwelcome. According to Luis's brother, Edwin Cabrera, Ruiz reportedly exhibited signs of rage and jealousy.
Apparently, the guys that were there, they were there from days before, from other friends that we gathered information from, and these guys were there, and there was some sort of it showed like it was some sort of jealousy from the guys that were there that did the stabbing, and because it shows that she wanted to stay away from them while they were there because she didn't want maybe them to get the wrong impression. So that started it sparked some sort of rage in the other guy.
And that rage, according to Edwin, began manifesting.
My brother, he asked the young lady to change the type of music that was playing. Right, so then the young lady, knowing them, she handed him the phone so that he can play whatever he would want to hear, and it he did, and that that was the second step that led to some more rage, and then there was apparently a small confrontation, and they were according to his friend is that they were already leaving the establishment.
As Luis and his friend were walking out of the Dahanny's, he was stabbed in the neck with a piece of broken bottle.
I hear somebody bawling at the bar and say, I didn't stab me, boy. He say, stab me, boy. So when you don't stab me, boy, no, but I sit down here. And later on now, when they don't stab me, boy, come up and through the back. They bring up and through the back there. When they don't bring up and through the back, when you know blood, then by they stand up out there, but them they got a taxi girl stand up onto the door over there. Taxi girl say, I don't want camera. But then then I got carry this man to hospital because this man don't stand by. This man was dead pan where I don't want this man dead pan.
He was bleeding a lot?
He over bleed a lot, he over wash in a blood. Throw a lot of blood, he wet, weak, and the man, the girl don't want camera. So some man tell her camera. So the girl camera and the camera in the hospital.
Luis was rushed to the Punta Gorda town hospital where he died while receiving treatment. Police say it was Ruiz who attacked and fatally wounded Luis.
Cabrera was socializing at a bar in Punta Gorda when he seemingly had a misunderstanding with one Alexander Ruiz, who during the altercation broke a bottle and inflicted one stab wound to Cabrera.
According to reports, Ruiz fled the scene with his friend, 32-year-old William Garcia, also of Trio Village. The men were on this black motorcycle when Ruiz reportedly lost control of the motorcycle while on the road leading to San Antonio Village, killing Garcia, who was not involved in the altercation but present.
Police later responded to an information sometime around 6:20 p.m. on the Southern Highway somewhere near the junction with the San Antonio Road, where upon arrival a motorcycle was seen on the right-hand side of the road extensively damaged. Police learned that the motorcycle at the time was being driven by Alexander Ruiz, 37 years, of Trio Village. And with him was his passenger William Garcia, 32 years, who was observed motionless at the scene of the accident. He was later pronounced dead.
Ruiz remains under police guard at the Southern Regional Hospital undergoing treatment. He is listed in a critical but stable condition. He is facing charges for the fatal stabbing and Garcia's death. Hipolito, Novelo, News 5.